Hello everyone. In today's video we would be looking about how to dive further in the HTML and web development world. In the last video we set up our web dev environment, and in this one we'll make something out of it. So let's start. So first of all, the first big question is like, what lies behind the website or the web technology? There are three basic key components. One, HTML. HTML is the structure of it. Like if you compare web technology with a human body, HTML would be the skeleton. And then we have CSS. CSS is used for styling, decoration, everything that the fancy websites you see all over the internet. There is CSS behind it. It stands for cascading style sheets. It's like the eyes, nose, hair, and all the decoration of human body. And the third is JavaScript. JavaScript gives you dynamicness in your website, where you can make the websites interactive and make it do many things like all the other websites have. Like you can make a form, you can submit a form, and everything else. It's like the brain of it, which gives you the ability to walk, run, and all the other things. These are basic three components of a website, and almost every website have them. So we'll dive with HTML in this video, and in the next one we'll uncover the powers of CSS. Let's start with HTML. So let's open the VS Code which everyone had, and we left here where we had the basic HTML code, which I guess in the previous time looked something alienish, but let's explore. So the first line is doc type HTML, which tells you that the document type of this is HTML. It lets the browser know it's HTML. It's basically used for HTML5, as it wasn't in the previous versions. It actually tells the browser that it's an HTML5 website. Then we have HTML language English. Lang stands for language, En stands for English. Then there are two basic tags. So let's talk about tags. In HTML, everything is made up of tags. What are tags? Tags are nothing but something like a container that holds something inside it. And every tag has its name for its specific content that it stores inside it. Like an H tag stores a heading, a P tag holds a paragraph, an IMG tag holds an image, an anchor tag holds a link. So a basic HTML tag looks like an opening bracket, the name of the tag, H1 or whatever, a closing bracket, and the content inside it with a closing tag. Every open tag should be closed, while there are some exceptions of self-closing tags which we'll look further. The only difference between an opening tag and a closing tag is a forward slash, where it's the same but a forward slash has it. So this tag is a container from this point to this point, and it holds a content of heading, where I could write anything. Hello world. Or in this video, like we could make it like kheer, which we could make a website of, a recipe website which gives the recipe of kheer, and so on. There are different tags like P, everything is same, just the name of the tag would be different. It ends the same with a forward slash inside these parentheses. So these are tags and different types of tags. So there are two basic things, head and a body. Like humans, there's a head and there's a body. The same thing is with HTML structure, because it gives the skeleton to the website. It have a head, it have a body. The head contains all the headings and all the things that are in the headings. Like basically the heading website, the favicon, and everything, the title of the website, like document. For example, let us open our website. As a website opens, there's hello world, the h1 tag element, which the content is displayed. The header is this part where we have an icon which we haven't put anything, which is called favicon, which we'll put, it would be shown here, and the document. The document is the name or the title of the website which we wrote it as document. We could change it to anything like Kheer. Save it, Control S. I use Control S to save it. You can use manual saving, file and save, or anything else. We go here, we refresh the page, and tada, we have our title changed to Kheer or whatever we wanted. This is the head of the page, and this, for obvious, is the body. In the body, we have everything else, the h1 tag, the h2 tag, and everything. So let's start learning while making a website, like as we named it Kheer. So why not make a website that tells and gives us the recipe of making the Kheer? So for that, what's the first thing we need? We need the heading to be Kheer. As we open the tag, we need to close it with a forward slash, obvious. Then it's the h1. h1 is the biggest heading. Now, what is in a recipe? An ingredient, and its way, the procedure. So we could use an h2 tag, which is a little bit less. Ingredients and an h2 tag. Then we would have an unordered list. So what is an unordered list? It's an HTML tag which stores items or content in a list order. It's an unordered, so there is no order between them. Like there would be like first this, second this. Any order works, like you take milk first, you take rice first, doesn't matter. At the end you should have both. So we use unordered list, which doesn't matter of list. Same. We open it and we close it with the same thing, the name of the tag and a forward slash for a closing tag. In the unordered list, we'd have list items, LI, which stands for list items. List item is the item in a list, the content that the unordered list would store. List item is one item. What is one item we need? The first item that I can think of is milk. That's one item, but can only milk make kheer? Nah, we would need one more list item, which is rice. Yeah. And probably what else would we need? We would need sugar. Sugar. And let's go stick with this, not make it a long video. Milk, rice and sugar, and we have closed. Let's take a look how our website look now. We open it, we refresh our page, and tada, we have the heading Kheer. We have a little bit smaller because it's h2 and this is h1, named ingredients. Sorry for the D there. We have milk, rice and sugar. And what's next? We need an ordered list this time. Ordered list. Why ordered list? Because now the order matter. We first need to boil the rice, then pour milk into it and then add sugar. So the first thing we would do is boil the rice. The second thing we would do is boil the milk. The third thing would be add milk to rice. Oh, wait a second. Add rice to milk. The fourth thing would be, like as suggested, add sugar. And done. We'll save it and take a look on how our website looks. Boom. We have ingredients in this. Do you think there's something missing? Isn't there ingredients as a second heading? There's one more H2 tag missing saying the process. And yeah, that's right. We need to add an H2 tag here between the ingredients and this. Yeah, it's a recess too. You could name it a recipe as well, or steps, or process. Now, if we take a look to our website, now, yeah, this looks perfect and it's a good website. It's lacking something, don't you think? It is lacking the style, the design, but we can't get it through HTML. We would need CSS for that. And stay tuned, in the next video we would bring CSS to you. We'll add CSS to the same website to make it more fancy and more appealing to people, that people should look and feel like trying to make key, right? Thank you everyone. Stay tuned. See you in the next video.